I'm nearing 10 years in community organizing and engaged in New York State politics and New York City politics, and doing the sort of political education work that's required in my organizing practices, not just the mobilizations, not just the big, flashy, direct actions, but really the sort of like conversations where I'm trying to help facilitate the transformation of individuals. To more fully and comprehensively understand the world around them, themselves, and to really locate this organization, Vocal New York, where I work, in a sort of larger story. And what I discovered is that there are some sort of fundamental questions that began to form, especially following 2020's uprisings. I joined Vocal the day that I signed a clipboard. I was actually living in a homeless shelter in New York City. And in Vocal, we do outreach in shelters when we have access to them. And essentially, it was at a particular period where I was reading Angela Davis, a lot of her work. I was reading 1984 by George Orwell. And the sort of Black Lives Matter was at one of the zeniths at this point as a movement. And I just had this sense that there were these bigger problems at play that were affecting me, including my ending up in a homeless shelter, not having access to comprehensive health care and needing it, and also having graduated undergrad with massive amounts of debt and unable to actually prove that I had went to undergraduate school. And then I realized while I was in that shelter that everybody in the shelter mostly were Black. And then it sort of clicked. There was like a light bulb that went off, and I realized, or I drew the connection that the same racism, classism, sexism, et cetera, the same kind of phenomena that was leading to Black and brown people being killed, maimed, harmed by the police were the same things that were leading to massive amounts of people that experience homelessness, in particular Black people. And I just felt like I needed to do something, but I just wasn't sure what to do as an individual. And just like magic that day, or sometime very close to the date, almost feels like magic today. An organizer who since passed away, her name is Elizabeth Owens, she knocked on my door and was like, hey, I work at Vocal New York, we do these things in this way. And so I joined. The wild thing also is I only applied to CUNY Graduate Center because I like so much about my pursuit of education is about my ability to engage in politics. But I want an environment that will encourage and foster progressivism and progressive thinking, and not treat it as some weird utopian sort of perspective, but like a legitimate and meaningful engagement with reality from a perspective that remembers the humanity of people.